I'm sure if you've been doing anything with dogs investigating or actually training, you've heard the term working dog, sport.
And all the people who don't do sport are saying the working dog is the only dog to work on the street. And everyone who does sport says sport dog can do everything. It's like everything. There's three sides to every story, and so we're going to kind of jump in between the two. First, let me be real clear. A good Schutzhund trained dog can make an excellent protection dog. You do need to tweak their training. You need to change a little bit because it's not a pattern on the streets. Now let's talk about these so-called working dogs. Most of what I see trained as a protection dog in this country, yeah, not so much. There's not a lot of people with a lot of street experience, whereas there are a lot of people with a lot of sport experience, and they're very good dog trainers. So what I want to do right here is kind of bring out some of the more popular ideas, or let's say well-known ideas, about the working dog versus the sport dog. See if we can't put both sides of the coin up in the air at the same time and shoot right down the middle and figure out what you need to do and exactly what people mean when they say working dog, sport dog. So take a look at this, see what you think.
Sport world, it's become a targeted preference, and this area for a real street dog has one problem. Watch as this decoy, if he were a perp on the street panicking, the man would throw his arm around the dog's neck, drop down, and you can see the dog's head bending back. This is a good way to break a dog's neck really quickly, and that ends your dog and the perp gets away. If you train your dog to always hit here, always hit here, always hit here, on the streets, that bad guy, if he's running away with your wife's purse, he better be running like this, because otherwise the dog's not going to know where to go. And we've seen this in actual pro sports competitions. Another thing that's a real popular belief is, I want my dog to grab the gun hand, grab the gun hand. And many years ago in pro sports early stages, we had a man who was bragging about how his dog would only hit the weapon hand, only hit the weapon hand. And when this dog, who's very capable, was sent down the track to nail the bad guy who had a big old stick in his hand, he raised the stick and the dog run down and tried to jump up, and he dodged, which someone would do, and he dodged, and he dodged, and he dodged. So once you train your dog to only bite one place, you have a problem.
Atta girl!
The biggest thing you're going to do for a working dog, security level dog, is you're going to teach him to pick different targets. We work very hard at getting our dogs to even change the target in midair. That's going to be the biggest benefit you can have for a really secure working dog who really has the potential to save you. But you still have to get something in their mind. You have to have some foundation for your training. So there is a preferred target area for the security working dog, and it's really simple. We want you to go, it's just like the gun range. It's no different than the gun range. Any police officers out there, you tell me. They train you to shoot at something quickly, you're going to hit the most obvious, hardest thing to miss, and that's going to be high center mass. Same thing's going to apply to your dog. Only we train our dogs in the beginning to go even higher.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes.
If you have a dog coming at you from several feet away and he launches, when I say high center mass, this is the area you're going to shoot if you're a marksman. For dog training, the way we do in the guard dog industry, is we want a dog launching to this man's face.
Yeah!
There's a belief that years ago these sleeves were developed for people to stick the sleeve in a dog's mouth. That is nothing to be further from the truth. The reason sleeves were used in the beginning was because it was incidental. You're training a dog to launch and go for a man's face. You may have a pistola in your hand, but if you have teeth coming at your nose, guess what? You are going to cover up. And your dog may still get the weapon arm, or he may get the other arm. But sleeves and sleeve bites are incidental. We're not training the dog to hit the arm. We're training the dog to launch and intimidate the human being. If the person moves and your dog has been trained to turn and switch to different target areas, you don't have to worry. When he does like this, the dog's going to turn his head and grab him here. He may grab him on this arm. There's no telling where he's going to grab him. But you now have a dog who's looking at the entire body as a target. In the beginning, the security dog targets high, center mass, this intimidates. When a person's intimidated, I guarantee you, if you have a choice between having your nose reshaped by a really angry German Shepherd or Malinois, you will choose your arm. And once you offer your arm, the dog, properly trained of course, will take it. Once he takes that arm, you are his, because then the real fight begins. And that's the next step to training a real working dog. It's not that initial bite, it's what happens after that bite and how he controls the bad guy. Take it! Atta boy, that boy, take it, boy, take it! Hold on, let me get over there. Take it! Take it!
Get up!
Why didn't you escape him?
Get up!
I tried.
Stand up!
What? You gotta go in a straight line.
Well, I hope that answers some of your questions about the difference between a working dog and a sport dog, and what a really street-wise, street-capable canine martial artist should learn and do to protect and save your family. There's an awful lot of opinions out there, you know. We'd like to think that we have some solid information. All of our training is based on actual experience on the streets. So, hey, for the future, if you got a question, if you're training your dog for any type of security work, give us a call, write us a question. We'll be glad to answer them. If you got an idea about something, let us know. We'll try to get up a video for you, and see you next time. Thanks.